Move your I'm Lauren Brenner, and I'm the founder and owner of Pure Power Bootcamp. Pure Power Bootcamp is the only indoor obstacle confidence course in the nation. It works because we get results. I have a 94% return rate. I was a trader on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange for about 6.5, 7 years. Traded in my high heels for a pair of fatigues. It's been an insane, psychotic roller coaster ride. People think that, oh, it was just, it was great. You left Wall Street, I was rolling in cash. That's not what happened.
So before you found your passion, before you said, I'm all in, man, I'm doing what I know I love, what I'm great at, you having panic attacks on Wall Street in the bathroom at work.
It's a bad look for me, Donny.
Bad luck.
We're trying to keep that on
No, we're trying to bring it up because we want to get everybody pumped up tonight that you can go for it. You just got to go all in. But you were here, you were in your late 20s, working on a trading floor with hundreds of thousands of guys, and going to the bathroom freaking out.
Bad luck.
Bad luck. Well, take me inside that bathroom. What the hell was going on?
Well, been on the floor, it was like 7 years. 7 years, and I worked for unbelievable companies, and it was an amazing experience. It was. I don't regret it. I wouldn't take anything back. The last company I was at, I knew I shouldn't be there. I was unhappy. I would literally dread getting out of bed, like opening up my closet to put my clothes on, and I was miserable. My heart, I was physically sick. I'm not a shy person. I know.
Right.
It's kind of.
Couldn't tell that, right?
I'm trying to keep that. I'm trying to bring myself out more, but for me to freak out like that and feel so miserable and like want to cry every single morning, I get like upset thinking about that. And I went to work every day, and the last few weeks I was down in the bathroom. I'll never forget this, downstairs of the exchange, and I had a serious panic attack, and I couldn't do it. And I said, you know what? I spend one more day doing this, I'm losing my soul. I just can't do it anymore. It's not worth the money. It's not worth feeling sick. It's not worth the dread or being disrespected or just loathing who you're standing next to.
How are you being disrespected?
Just said I didn't work with the greatest bunch of people. The last company. Again,
right.
Being on the floor of the exchange was amazing. I worked with phenomenal people. I made a move. I tried to leave Wall Street once before 9/11 happened. I had to eat. Had to pay my bills. It wasn't like I had all this money saved. I have a little bit of a spending problem. So at that point,
But when you even left, though, you financially weren't in a position to leave.
Oh no, I was broke. I didn't have. I lived paycheck to paycheck. And when people say, you leave, you have your ducks in order, you have another place to go, you have another career, I had nothing. It was a boiling point. Like when my boss said something, the last thing he said was the most disgusting thing, and
what did he say?
Just say, Donny, between you, we're not allowed to discuss how much we said, but it was disgusting. So I picked up my trading jacket and I threw it in his face and told him what he can do with it, and I walked off the floor.
I love that. So I'm out of here, man.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
We're done.
Done. You. Okay.
Finito.
But here's the tough part, though. You were living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
You had no choice. You were so miserable you had to leave. You had to say, I don't care, I'm going all in, I'm leaving.
Right.
So how'd you live?
Odd jobs. Here I had 5 licenses on Wall Street. I had a license for real estate, and I'm like, okay, now what am I going to do? I really had no idea. I ended up cocktail waitressing. I was fitness modeling. I was bartending. I was a manager of a gym. And then I knew a lot of people. This is the difference. You know who your friends are when things are down.
You're cashing your 401.
Cashing 401, stocks, everything.
You're bust.
Done.
And you have a kind of your 30th birthday, you have a moment.
I realized, okay, I was put on this earth to do something. I want to give. I want to make an impact on people's lives, but I want to make money doing it. But I want to enjoy what I'm doing. And I thought, all right, let me think. The 3 things I love to do. Sports. I was a Division I athlete, and I was an athlete my whole life. Sports, entertainment. I always wanted to be like a movie star.
Right.
You can tell. Sports, entertainment, and business. Let me combine my 3 passions, and let's do something with it. While I was cocktail waitressing and running managing a gym, I was also testing for the FBI. I had like ADD. I wasn't sure what to do.
A little unfocused at the moment, right.
And I realized, you know what? I don't want to work for the government. Not that government's not that's a problem here, but I don't want to work for the government. I really wanted to go through boot camp. Why? I just thought it was cool. And I thought, you know what? If I wanted to go through boot camp, I'm sure there's other people that want to do it. And I think right after 9/11, people, and especially New Yorkers, needed a place to feel that they're a part of something.
Yeah. So you get the idea for this boot camp training thing, but you have no money.
No money.
You have no. So how do you get this thing going?
I locked myself in my room for my apartment for 2 weeks and wrote a business plan. And I'm like, all right, I know all these people, you know, venture capital guys, women. I sent my business plan out. Came across this guy who looked at my business plan and said to me, all right, I want you to trade from my own account. I want you to trade my money. I want a woman trader. You have chutzpah. That's what he says to me. You're it. I want you to do it. And I'm like, I don't want to go back to Wall Street. But understand, I have no money. I'm literally cocktail waitressing. He's offered me a lot of money, and I said, no, I can't sell out. I remember calling up and telling this to my father, and he's like, what are you, a moron? I don't want to talk to you. You're stupid to leave in the first place.
Right.
You know, no nice Jewish girl ends up walking out, and I can be a cocktail waitress. I'm real proud of you, right?
Exactly.
Hangs up on me. And I'm like, all right, now what am I going to do? I tell the guy, listen, believe in me. I really want to see if you want to be a partner. So he's saying, no. So for about 2-3 months, come trade for me, come trade for me. And believe me, a part of me was like, Lauren, you're an idiot.
Right.
I gave myself another few weeks, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm going to have to try to go back to Wall Street. But again, my reputation was kind of on the line. I had a really sour taste after I left.
Sure, you threw a jacket in the guy's face, and so you don't have to go crawling back
right.
again.
And it was going to look bad.
Yeah.
And
so how'd you make it happen?
So he gave me, the guy kept saying, you're persistent. I respect the fact that he goes, Lauren, you have more heart than anyone I know. I'm going to give you the money for your deposit, for your security deposit. I walked the streets of New York. I found this location, and I said, I'm going to make this happen in 6 weeks. The place was a rat's nest, Donny.
Now tell me, for somebody who hated what they were doing, what you did to get this place. This business is doing over $1 million now a year. What you did to make it happen?
I painted 95% of the location myself. All right, I had nice green paint all top of my head. I was my own cleaning person, my own PR person. I taught every class. We opened in 6 weeks. I went to Fort Knox. I saw the course. I took each obstacle that I like, and I emulated Fort Knox military base.
One more mishap. What happened with your ankle?
I shattered my ankle 4 months into opening. That, to me, was worse. I was more scared at that point than I was when I opened, because I already had this business. The doors were open. I was getting great press at this point. I shattered my ankle. I'm on crutches. They tell me there's a possibility I'm going to have to get my foot amputated. No joke. It was a horrible time period. I was a mess. I was an absolute mess, because I had no instructors. I was my business. I was my PR girl. I have a cast up to here. So I can't get on, TV to promote my business. A bad look. The owner of a boot camp has a crushed ankle. It was amazing, Donny. I was in the hospital, and my clients, lawyers, CEOs, all showed up at my place in the hospital and offered to answer my phones for me. Wow. That's how much, and they all re-signed. Each and every one of them re-signed to make sure that my business didn't go down.
Why did it take you these years and the pain and having to put up with the horrible behavior with coworkers to kind of finally say, no, this is me. This is what I need? Interesting,
because I think I was worried. I think people expected me to say, I want to be an actress. Not that anything's wrong with it, but I wanted this type of respect I'm in business. I'm in Wall Street. I want to prove that I can work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with 5,000 guys and still be a lady, and not be screaming and cursing. And I kind of wanted, and you know what? It was an unbelievable thing because it gave me that business background.
But then you found what you loved. And it's just, so what do you say to people out there, maybe somebody else who's down on Wall Street right now, or an accountant, or home being a housewife or something, they haven't gone for it yet? How do we encourage them to go all in?
Life's too short. Right, and if you want to spend your life being unhappy, or maybe you're not even miserable, maybe something's missing, get up and do it. But it's not for everybody. This was a major, major roller coaster. I had a lot of problems, and it wasn't like I opened the doors and thousands of people came running in. I didn't know Donny at that point.
Right.
You would have come in. No, I mean, it was in December. It was Christmas time. I was walking in a camouflage bathing suit, top, freezing, walking, handing out my cards to people. I needed people in the doors. I mean, that's where I got them in.
We love it, man.
Thank you.
Lauren Brenner, founder of Pure Power Boot Camp. I would go, but
drop down and give me 10.
Being the physical perfect specimen I am, there's just no need, so I'll just continue along with the show. One big idea ahead. She said, I'm out of here. She said, I'm all in. Happy camper. One big idea.